Hi, I recently watched one of the last remaining Ridley Scott films I hadn't seen, 2008's Body of Lies. It's a post 9/11 spy story starring Leonardo DiCaprio as an operative working in the Middle East. He's busy infiltrating and hunting down operatives for not Al Qaeda, some other organization which is otherwise identical, with his handler in Washington being played by Russell Crowe, who's very happy to send him off on missions and keep him very much at arm's length. With much of the first half of the film is fairly plotless and rambling. And then as it settles down, we effectively get a retread of Operation Mincemeat, the concept in the film The Man Who Never Was. That in World War II, the Allies came up with the idea of planting false documents on a dead body, floating him to shore in somewhere that was German occupied, and assuming that the enemy forces would take those documents as being for real. This enabled uh, intelligence forces to distract from preparations for D-Day and worked very well at the time. And in this film, the idea is to create simply a Judas goat, frame a real life person as being an operative for a rival terrorist organization to draw out their not Osama bin Laden into contacting him and thus getting him under their control. It doesn't make a great deal of sense, and parts of the film felt almost blatantly racist, which I don't think is deliberate. I think it's just a shortcoming of the weak writing. Um, there is a bolted on romance where DiCaprio's character falls for an Iranian nurse working in Jordan, where he's reassigned, and it feels very clumsy, and then it sort of turns around into the script, and it just feels very cliched and very unconvincing and very lazy. It's often been said that, particularly by me, that Scott has no idea what's a good script. He is completely unable to tell a good script from a bad one, which is why we end up with rubbish like Alien Covenant. And I think this definitely falls into that because this is quite a bad script given his usual directorial style. It gives it an energy and a propulsiveness. It's, for his work, relatively brisk at only just over 2 hours. DiCaprio and Crowe are compelling as they usually are, but it's so poorly written and so poorly thought out that it's really not worth anyone's time. I mean, I still have a couple of Ridley Scott films left to see. Gladiator 2, having not seen the original since it was first released because I found it to be desperately boring and largely a rip-off of Spartacus, and I have no idea why people think it's good. 1492 Conquest of Paradise is his only other film that I've not seen because it's been out of print for decades and everyone hates it. But I was quite happy for a long time to leave Body of Lies alongside those two movies. And aside from completeness, I frankly wish that I'd left it that way.